Welcome back to Talisman. We're picking up where we left off with the troll. I haven't played this game in a while now. There's been a lot going on. And honestly, I don't remember anything. Oh no, wait a minute, it's coming back to me. The ghoul did something to the cards, didn't he? Yeah, that's what's going on. We got some shiny cards. Shiny dragons. Shiny ghosts. Yeah, that's right. The ghoul went to the ruins and all hell broke loose. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, I'm a good troll. Apparently. Or at least a neutral troll. Alright, well, you know what? Let's get underway here. Not very far underway. The maze, the marsh. Go to the marsh. We're fine. Our strength is more than 7. We don't need to miss a turn. Let's see if my coffee is cool enough to drink yet. Fingers crossed. If it isn't, well, you'll be the first to know. Just right. Alright. Race to the Crown, that's right. Simple, straightforward ending. Where's the Hermit going? The Plane of Peril. Okay. What do I want to do? Well, I got a lot of strength. I got the Holy Lance. Kind of want to go fight the dragon. I think I can, at least. I don't remember what his strength is. I know it's more than what it usually is. If I roll another 1, I'm gonna go mug the minstrel for his belt. He gets lucky, he gets to escape. What does everybody else have? You have nothing productive. You've got the rune sword. Okay. And you have the belt. Got it. What is the dragon's strength? 15. Wow, I will actually still be 1 strength shy of tying him for power. So maybe I won't go fight him. What do I want to do? Well, I don't want to go to the tavern. That's a waste of a turn. I don't want to go to the crags either. You know what? That's a lose-lose. Let's go to the tavern. A wizard offers us to teleport. Alright. We don't accomplish anything this turn, but next turn, probably take the belt? I don't know. I don't know about this ghoul. I mean, that's a valiant effort. But that's also a big snake. Man, we had the first major snowfall of the season just yesterday. Had to shovel the driveway for the first time this year. First time this season, I should say, considering it's midway through January. So, first time this season. It was deep. It was a lot of snow. I'll tell you that. It was about 2 feet? Foot and a half? 2 feet? Somewhere in there? Hey, how come he gets to fight a Strength 7 dragon? Oh, because he found it in the cave. That's right. OBS, what are you doing? I don't know. It's being weird. Doing weird shit. Like usual. I turned off McAfee's auto app boosting garbage. Finally, I went and learned how to do that. So hopefully, it's not going to be, quote-unquote, speeding up the performance of my apps anymore. Because that was getting a little ridiculous. It was doing it constantly during the Witch's House playthrough. And it got old real quick. Well, let's see, we can take the rune sword, now that I'm thinking about it. Or we could take the belt. You know, the rune sword's gonna be a little harder to get, all things considered. Because he's gonna be fighting us with 10 strength, highest of 2 dice. And we're gonna fight him with 12 strength and 1 die. So you know what I think? I think we let him have the rune sword. We just let him keep it. And we go hang out with good buddy, the minstrel. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? You have a belt that I wouldn't mind having. Well, with that roll, we could have gotten the rune sword. But you know what? We've made our bed, and our bed looks like a belt. So, I mean, that probably means we made our bed wrong, but regardless. Alright. Well, you know what? A 12 strength, that's enough to get us to the end. I mean, it's only turn 36, turn 37, I don't know. And we're already looking at the end of the game. Potentially. Potentially, because a lot can still happen. I don't know that you're going to make it very far in there, Ghoul. I mean, Godspeed. Don't look at me like that, Minstrel. You weren't using that belt anyway. The difference between 4 strength and 5 strength, with all of these shiny cards that the Ghoul so nicely handed out, the difference is negligible. It really is. 4 strength, 5 strength, you're not fighting a strength 15 dragon. You're not fighting a strength 10 ogre or whatever. Alright. Let's consider... Game, what are you doing? That's weird. Alright, now that was a weird stutter. Well... I'm not fighting a Craft 8 Wraith. That's not a thing that's gonna happen. Troll already can't fight regular Wraiths. He really can't fight shiny ones. Phantom. Well, nobody's evil, buddy. So, you're gonna be waiting there for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ghoul. Oh, Ghoul. Why did you have to put that right there? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ghoul. Ghoul. Did you just... Holy crap, Ghoul. I'm proud of you. Wow. That was a play. I mean, it was pure dumb luck, but you know what? He's the Ghoul. We'll call it a play. You know, I came this close to putting creamer in my coffee. I'm sure that's an incredibly riveting line of discussion to go down, that I'm sure anybody listening to this right now is, oh boy, he almost put creamer in his coffee. But, yeah, my wife got this Christmas holiday peppermint creamer or something that's actually pretty good. But I've never been a creamer kind of guy, to be perfectly honest. It's a mug of French roast. It's got some sugar. That's about it. And honestly, I didn't put sugar even in my coffee for the longest time. It's only been past few years that I started doing that. Alright. Let's go bludgeon the snake. And I guess slowly make our way towards the middle. We need a talisman still. We can go to the cave and get one. We can go hang out with the Ghoul and take his. Man, Ghoul has got some craft. He's got some power here, and he is making it known. I keep waiting for the game that ends up being Ghoul's Revenge, where the Ghoul just goes on a tear and wins. I somehow doubt it's going to be this game, but I keep waiting for it to happen. Let me guess, warrior, you want to become evil to go visit the Phantom. Well, it's not going to happen, buddy. Oh, he had the hag. Okay. Fair enough. I don't particularly have a favorite kind of coffee, now that I think about it. I know a lot of people swear by certain kinds. I just kind of buy what's at the store. Only reason I know this is French roast is because the K-cup, I read it before I put it in the machine. A lot of times I just buy whatever box looks fun. Like, I bought the Donut Shop brand coffee just because I like donuts. And no, I know it's not donut coffee, but you get what I mean. I like donuts. There's a donut on the box, I'll buy the coffee. Then I'll have the coffee and want donuts, and not have any. Such is life. You know what? We'll go to the chapel. We're not evil. We can actually do it without hurting ourselves. And I got a real microphone a little bit ago. And I've been using it for a few videos now. Trying to get it sorted out. Trying to get the volume just right and all of that. Figure out where it actually has to sit on my desk so as to best capture my voice. Because I tend to do a lot of dumb things like clear my throat and lean forward. So I gotta put it somewhere where it can deal with all of that dumb shit that I do. Like right now, I'm forcing myself to lean back in my chair. So that way, I don't just... Because for all the previous videos, what I was doing was just leaning really close to the screen and just yelling. Because the audio capture on this computer was really bad. So I have to force myself to lean back so as not to... What's it called when you... Is it oversampling? I don't know. When you freak out the microphone because it's too loud or too close. Well, I saw the maiden. The maiden popped up here, and she's also not the same maiden that we all know and love. No, the ghoul did something to her too. Add 1 to your craft. Yikes. Alright. Enough talk about microphones for a moment. Where are we going? It's also a, I say enough talk about them and I go right back to talking about it. It's also a very, very good microphone. It's very high-end. Like, I spared no expense on this microphone. I went to the local Meijer, to their technology department, and this microphone was $29. That it spared no expense. Let's see. So obviously, no, it's not the best microphone in the world. It might be the opposite of the best microphone in the world, but it's better than what the PC already had on it. Do I want to try for the rune sword at this point in time? I don't know that I need it, but the alternative is the cave that I really don't need. So, I know I don't need the cave, right? So I'll go with the rune sword that I might have use for. That's a good roll. That's a very good roll. Yeah, I was looking up microphones online, and I was finding a lot of interesting choices. I already have a Talisman. Guys, I already have a Talisman. I've been debating how I'm going to get one. I already have one. What do I want to drop? It's tempting to drop the lance, I'll tell you that. But the dragons are terrifying. And 3 craft, 2 craft, red fish, blue fish, what's the difference? If I have 3, I have 2, I'm gonna lose the fight regardless. So we're gonna get rid of the Holy Grail. Yeah, I was looking up microphones online, and there are some really, really cool looking ones. They are expensive. Alright? We're talking like $200 some dollars for some of these. And granted, there are ones that are like $70. And I was, to my credit, I was going to buy one of the ones that was like $70, $80, $120. But I had to go to the store, and I saw this, and I thought, you know what? Why spend $70, $80, $120 when I can spend $30? And I can see how the $30 one works. Because it isn't like I have a huge channel. I upload stupid Talisman videos and little RPG Maker games currently and some other random stuff. I don't think I need a high quality microphone. I need something that I don't have to just scream into. And that seems to be what this is. You know, it's good enough. This is good enough for that. Alright, you know what we're going to try and do? This game is terrifying. I don't like these shiny cards. They scare me. We're going to try to just end it. we're going to make a bid for the middle. We've got our Talisman. We've got our Strength. We've got a Rune Sword. I think we can do this. What am I afraid of? I'll tell you. I'm afraid of death. I mean, you know, not in that regard. In the board game regard. In the overarching regard, I'm I'm nervous about death, but you know it comes for all of us. But I'm scared to go up here. I've only got one fate. I don't like going into dice with death with only one fate, but you know, 6 life should be more than enough to get by. We're not scared of the werewolf. He could be as strong as he could be, we'd still be stronger. Alright. I know I've said, though, in the past that the troll gets out of hand as far as his strength. And this is kind of what I mean. I mean, thinking back to some of the previous video, I'm trying to remember some of the things I was doing. I think I was just messing around for a few turns, wasting time. I don't quite remember. But yeah, it's already turn 40, and you know, he's trying to get through the crypts here. So yeah, that's not good. What is that's a 14? 2. So that'll put us to the portal of power. You know what? Yeah, we're fine with that. If you are evil, you gain 1 craft. If you are good or neutral, he converts you to evil. Alright, he converts me to evil. We gotta drop the Holy Lance. You know what? Not too torn up about that. Very happy I went and got the Rune Sword. Fountain of Wisdom, we don't care about that. There's nothing wisdom about the troll. He gets a lot of strength, he snowballs, he tries to win on turn 40. And turn 40, I feel like I was saying before, is a little late. I probably could have gone and tried to win earlier. I've been thinking about the future of this series, which I know sounds really dumb to be thinking about right now, considering I'm not even through all of the base characters yet, and there's all of the DLC characters yet to do. But I've been thinking, once all those are done, what do I do? And I mean, there are so many endings to play for in this. And being able to have random characters, being able to adjust the number of characters in a game, because there I could very easily add characters and make this a much bigger game. But, ooh, Minstrel. Yeah, you don't want anything to do with that. Let me guess, Ghoul, I'm gonna miss a turn. But no, I've just been thinking there's a lot to do with this game. I could potentially play this for the foreseeable future. And you know what? Probably be perfectly fine with it. Yeah, I miss a turn. Thanks, Ghoul. Now you're gonna hex something. What are you gonna hex? You gonna hex something useful? You're gonna hex the shrine? No, you're gonna hex a random space in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Are you done? Will you take your turn? Thank you. I don't know what their logic is in the spaces they hex. I would think it wouldn't be terribly difficult to program the AI to hex spaces that are pertinent. Like, if there's a good card, like the Shrine here, maybe hex that. Maybe hex the Trainer. You know, if there's good aligned characters in the outer ring, maybe hex the Chapel. Who knows? But they seem to just throw it on completely arbitrary spaces. Warrior's got himself a Talisman. Ghoul has a Talisman. I've got one. Talismans for everyone, except the Minstrel, apparently. Alright, also, real talk about these cards. The Legendary deck is what these are. I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, they're 100% meant to make the game harder. That is their purpose. So, obviously, the Maiden gives you less craft, the Dragons are more powerful, the Fountains are less impactful, and all of that. Obviously, you're not going to feel good about any of those. You know what I mean? You're not going to get kicked in the dick and feel good about it. I mean, that's not the point of getting kicked in the dick. It's that you feel bad about it. But I don't know how I feel about how they impact the difficulty. I think it'll take a number of games playing with them to really get it sorted. I do feel like the game in its base state is a little bit unbalanced. But then again, that's part of the fun of it, I think. Because when I sit down to play Talisman, like the actual board game, which I haven't done in years, because nobody I know actually likes to play it. I mean, everybody just picks a random character, right? And if your character dies, you just pick a new one to start with, and the game goes on. And some characters are inherently stronger than others. Some are inherently ghoul, you know. And it's if you get a good character, do you get a bad character? Do you find good items? Do you find bad items? It's like an adventure. I mean, that's what it is. And excuse me. The Legendary deck seems to make the game feel much more oppressive. Like, don't get me wrong, it's harder. If I wasn't the troll, I would be in the same boat as these guys, struggling along. So, I mean, definitely will continue to use the Legendary deck. Not in every game, just like with the other expansions. But at least until I get a feel for whether or not it adds anything to the game, we'll definitely keep it around. I guess to sum up that entire rant, there are certain balance issues in the game that I don't know if they need to be addressed or not. And I don't know if the Legendary deck even addresses them. Or if it just makes the game potentially take even longer than it already does. Because let's face it, a game of Talisman can take a long time. And I don't know if just increasing the bad numbers and decreasing the good numbers will do anything more than just make the game take that much longer. Looks like Death brought his A game today. Yeah. But yeah, funnily enough, for as much as I like this game, I do not know a single person in real life who actually likes it. I mean, I'm sure I know, because I've been to, hobby stores, game stores, and all of that, and I know, like, the people who own them and operate them. I'm sure some of them like the game. I've just never asked them. But, like, my friends, my wife, nobody wants to play Talisman. We have a game night, and it's, what do you want to play? Hey, I can go get Talisman. Everybody just leaves. So, and honestly, it's one of my favorite games. But I understand the RNG, the randomness, the luck that's involved. It's not for everybody, and I can fully understand that, because there are a number of games that are even more luck-based, even more RNG-based, that I can't stand. Hey, we beat Death. So I can understand not liking games because of that. But I feel like, yes, there's randomness in this. Yes, there's RNG in this. Yes, a lot of it is up to chance. But I feel like you have a little bit more control over it in this game than initially it seems. And honestly, part of that comes from knowing the game. Like, if you go into a game of Talisman just blind, like not knowing the game at all, then yeah, it comes down 100% to the spaces you land on, the items you get, and just pure random chance. Any given die roll that you make, if you don't know the game, is as good as the next. Any space you land on, it's as good as the next. Alright, we got a small werewolf. I do enjoy a small werewolf. But if you know the game, then you know what spaces are more beneficial at what points in time. You know what items to watch for. You know what items to steal if they come up. So that was fast. So, like, if you know that there's the strength and wisdom streams haven't shown up yet, but a fair number of cards have already been played, you know that you should prioritize trying to unearth new cards to look for those streams, as opposed to trying to do things like go to the shrine or go look in the cave. How else? Like, I feel like it's a difficult thing to explain, but it boils down to knowledge of the game can offset or help to offset the randomness and the RNG. That's what it boils down to. And I know that's true of a lot of things. It's not that Talisman is special for that. I'm just pointing out that, wow, that is a big demon. Um, just because I've read a lot of reviews, like negative reviews for Talisman and all of that, and it's they say it's pure random, it's pure chance, and it isn't. There's a lot more to it than that. And that's the game. This is going to be a very short video, unless I find a way to fill some time here. But yeah, just real quick to go back to the troll, that's what I mean by he snowballs, he's a dumb character. Starting with a strength or a craft of 6 or higher is really dangerous. That's one of those balance issues that I feel, does it need to be addressed? Should it be addressed? Who knows? Because you figure in a casual game, somebody draws the troll, the other players, they can just team up and try to kill him. Because once the troll is dead, that player draws a new character. That's the most fun way to play Talisman. So yeah, come on. I really wish I could skip this. I don't like this. This has no relevance, no bearing. There we go. But yeah, like a brand new character, for instance, or a brand new player, for instance, they won't know where to go on the board. An experienced player will know what spaces to prioritize early, like the ruins. If you can go to the ruins on turn 1, it's gold, because you're getting 2 cards for the price of 1, and getting more cards is better. Like, that's just the way it works. So that's one of the best examples is the ruins. Alright, enough rambling. Let's see. Who is next? The warrior. Could go over his stuff. It's all pretty basic. He rolls 2 dice, gets the better one. He can use 2 weapons. That's his deal. Somewhere, I think it's the sprite. Craft of 5. Somewhere I could have sworn there's a craft 6 character. I can't remember who. I really thought it was the sprite. I mean, we'll find them if they're in here. Not like we won't. Yeah, the warrior, and then our good friend, and those are the last 2 base characters. How long has this video been so far? It's been a little over half an hour. I'm really loath to start a new game during a video. I kinda want to. But on the same regard, I kinda don't. So I think I'm just gonna end the video. It'll be a short one, but you know what? Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. And, oh my goodness, I got a frog in my throat. And hopefully my obnoxious throat clearing will be a little less obnoxious, courtesy of the new microphone. So, next time we'll start a game as the warrior. Probably use an expansion. Maybe one of the new ones we haven't seen yet. And we'll go from there. So, until then, I will see you around.